Hey buddy, my name is John Fisher. Welcome to accreditedinvestorleads.com. So the benefits of working with accreditedinvestorleads.com. Number one, me, 32 years. You know, it's funny, we've been looking at artificial intelligence, and when I type in and start, trying to get content, it's just amazing how they are not the authority. I am. And after you're doing something for 32 years, I better be the authority. But the bottom line is that, from doing this, and from actually my origin was a broker first, buying leads, and then segueing into the lead business, and being a super closer. I mean, I've got just about everything you need. And let me tell you, the lead business is not easy to survive. So the benefits of working with us: number one, I'm a closer. I know what I'm doing. Number two, we are the fastest people in the country. We deliver fast. Once you do the paperwork and you do the payment, we're talking 30 minutes the worst. So if you're ever in a jam, you need leads, 30 minutes, and that's it. That's all it takes. Number two, we have 1.4 million troublemakers, litigators. They're professional DNC litigators. They're strokers, just people you should not be calling. 1.4 million. Think about it. There's a company that has maybe 600,000. I did business with them, and then, I don't know, something happened. We went sideways. I ended up with a 600,000. He doesn't have my 800,000, and maybe he's at another 50,000, whatever it is. The way I get my litigator list is my customers call me up and say, "John, get this guy off your list. He's a troublemaker. John, this guy's a this guy's a that," and we just take him off the list. So after 32 years, we have removed a lot of people. Number two, if you have number three, I don't know. There's a lot of benefits. If you have a SAN number, I'm going to scrub for you. If you don't have a SAN number, I'll get one for you. If you don't want a SAN number, you're going to sign my indemnity letter, which pretty much says, hey, I understand. If I get hit with a do not call, it's not your problem. The do not call is for the people doing the dialing, nobody else. I'm not allowed to have a SAN number. And there's been a lot of list brokers that were playing that game. It used to piss me off, and they're no longer around. It took a while, but they finally got busted. So list brokers can't scrub for you. You can't use someone else's SAN number. You have to have your own SAN number if you're making the phone calls. Another great advantage of doing business with us is we won't sell you the problematic states: Pennsylvania, Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, Hawaii, Alabama, California. I'm smart enough, and I've been in this business long enough, to not take those kind of risks for me or for you. Now let me tell you, your risk, you're going to get a lot of trouble. My risk, I didn't get into the lead business to get subpoenas from state attorneys or from telemarketing or whatever, about one of you guys. So I got one time from Pennsylvania, which I love. They send me a subpoena. You have to hand over everybody and every one of your customers that has bought Pennsylvania residence in the last 2 years or whatever it was. I don't actually remember. I thought it was a joke because, the funny thing about Pennsylvania, and what I actually told the regulator, when we get a Pennsylvania lead, we throw it on the urinal and we make pee-pee all over it. How's that? Why? Because why would I, subject somebody to a state that you are so guilty, you're never going to be proven innocent, and it's just a given fact that Pennsylvania is not a good state to do business with. Do you think my competitors give a damn? That's a lot of states to take offline. California had a law 2, maybe 3 years ago that if you sold California, you had to have a portal. You had to go ahead and let people from California opt in. And, that's a can of worms, because if I sell you California, you sell the guy, he's on the do not call. He's going to say, well, why did you sell my name if you knew he was on the call? Well, I didn't know he was on the do not call because I don't have a SAN number, number one. Number two, but it's going to be a can of worms. This guy now is going to come after you for not having a SAN number. And, why even get involved with that? And not to mention, one of my personal preferences or states not to do business with, and other stuff, but we won't talk about it, is California. I just rather not do business with California, period. So that's why we do that. Other than that, I've got a lot of knowledge, I've got a lot of wisdom, and I'm a good guy. Yeah, I'm tough as nails, I'm old school, and I got to tell you, God bless you guys still in this business. The quality of salespeople has gone down dramatically. I don't know how some of you stay in business. What do you think? I'm a one-man operation for almost 9 years. But thank God, at least we got one good guy. You got any questions, feel free to call me. John Fisher, 561-239-0364. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. Thanks.